Hey guys, Joey here. I'm just here to let you know before this video begins about today's sponsor, 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. With its high quality graphics and animation committed to the original anime and manga, this is any 7 Deadly Sins fan's dream game. If you want rich storytelling, deep character development, and vast world exploration, all with the familiar cast of 7 Deadly Sins characters, then this game has it all and a whole lot more. So if you want to jump right into this grand adventure of a game, then make sure to check it out for yourself by going down to the links in the description below. Thanks again to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross for today's sponsor, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? This is the Anime Man. That's right, we're back in the hands-on area. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on, don't question it. Now, I would like to think that when it comes to video creating, I am somewhat decent at it. But if there's one thing that I'm definitely not decent at, that would definitely be the arts and crafts. A while ago, I tested that theory by creating my very first anime waifu, and it turned out to be okay. But this time around, I found one that I think is a little bit easier and is definitely going to be something that's a lot more enjoyable. And it is this thing right here. This is a kigumi, or a wooden art puzzle. It's like a 3D jigsaw puzzle, but it's all made of wood, and it's a million times harder than a regular jigsaw puzzle. And as you can see, this particular one is a 5-star difficulty, and it is 641 pieces. Oh boy. So I figured that while I attempt to create this wooden Howl's moving castle, I would also take the opportunity to talk about some of my favorite Ghibli films. Alright, let's begin though. I guess I have to like pop them out and just smash them together, really. Easier said than done. I've also realized that if I don't pop this out correctly out of its like socket and like a little bit breaks, it's essentially game over at that point. Are these things numbered? Like on the instruction manual, it's numbered. Oh wait, hold on. Back of the book here shows each piece how it's numbered. Well, that's a pain in the fucking ass. Step 1. I did it. What is one cool thing though about this wooden puzzle is that I don't need any glue. It literally is just a 3D jigsaw puzzle. I feel that these kinds of things would be really fun to do, like on a rainy day. Unfortunately today, it is sunny as all shit. Oh my fucking god, dude. Do you see how many pieces there are on just this one thing? Bruh. So 4 steps in and I've got that. You have no idea how stressed out I am right now. But while we're at it, let's talk about Howl's Moving Castle. Everybody can easily say that that is a movie they just really freaking enjoyed, as did I. But I think as well, like one enjoyable aspect about Howl's Moving Castle was just its accessibility as a Ghibli film. By that I mean, you know, of course, all Ghibli films tried to be as accessible and mainstream friendly as possible. We really got a sense of that with the huge success of Spirited Away, one of the predecessors. But I think with the success of Spirited Away and with the release of Howl's Moving Castle, it really just solidified Ghibli as just an animation company that can really be accessible to anybody in the West and in Japan. With Howl's Moving Castle especially, with just the music and the characters and the way that the story flowed, there was of course this magical like Disney-like element that kids could really enjoy, as did I when I was a kid when I first watched that film, but also a sense of wonder and mystery and almost darkness to the plot that even adults can enjoy. Like, I remember recently rewatching Howl's Moving Castle after finding out that it was one of the most commercially successful Ghibli films, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, actually a lot more than the first time I watched it, and I think it's because as an adult I was able to understand the more darker and mature themes, not just aesthetically but also narratively, that show was trying to present to its audience. Depending on how well I make this particular Howl's Moving Castle is really going to determine how much I'm going to like the franchise overall. I swear, if you are a DIY channel watching this video right now, can you like legitimately give me some tips and tricks on how to do this shit? Because I'm not comprehending right now. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we finished the first page. Oh my god, this is gonna take me all day! You know what's the scary thing too from the next page? It says, do not apply an excessive force when assembling. It may break. I don't know about you, my mans, but that seemed a lot easier than it should have been. Now I just gotta make 3 more of these! My mans has done it. Look at that. The legs are on. We're on step 12. Step 12! 82 steps. And we're in step 12. We're kind of starting to see some notable parts, but still pretty bare bones. But while we're here, let's talk about another one of my favorite Ghibli films, and I have a lot of favorite Ghibli films, but one that I think of definitely when somebody says Ghibli is Princess Mononoke. Not only do I think Princess Mononoke is one of Ghibli's darkest films since its very first film, Nausicaa, but it also just has one of the most elegant and historically and culturally beautiful settings that I think I've ever seen in a Ghibli movie. And when you do kind of understand the cultural background that the setting of Princess Mononoke is placed in, I think it makes the entire narrative of these mythical beasts that were told back in the day during the actual Japanese history. Knowing that kind of history, knowing that kind of background makes the whole story and the whole feeling of Princess Mononoke that much more mythical and magical than it already is. And me and Aki a few years ago actually visited the forest that Princess Mononoke was actually based upon. Like, Miyazaki Hayao actually went to this particular island off the coast of Japan called Yakushima, where he based a lot of the settings and even character names around different mountains and landscapes that existed in Yakushima, and it was absolutely beautiful and brilliant, and I'll leave that video in the description if you'd like to check it out. I still think to this day that Princess Mononoke is one of my favorite Ghibli films, one of my favorite Miyazaki Ghibli films, definitely, and it's just, I think, even still to this day, just a criminally underrated Ghibli film. But the good thing is that now we are actually approaching the end of page 2 out of 7 or 8 pages. Oh, I just realized this piece I'm trying to put together right now, you can see has a tiny little door on it right there. Not gonna lie, guys, this is kind of starting to be a little bit fun. I've done most of the outside parts here. The mouth is essentially done. Your boy's fucking doing it, dog. One thing that's more frustrating than small pieces is small pieces that won't freaking fit. But since we're on the 3rd page, let's talk about another Ghibli film that I absolutely love. And it's a Ghibli film that I've been meaning to make a full video on for the longest time, but I guess it's just a really unknown Ghibli film, especially outside of Japan. It's one of my favorite Takahata Isao Ghibli movies, and that is Heisei Tanuki Ponpoko. About raccoons trying to protect their mountain from the destruction and deforestation that human beings have created, and it's basically this inner fight between these mythical raccoons who, through Japanese mythical creationist stories, can transform into different things and basically are these godlike creatures. It's basically about this kind of Civil War-esque story between the raccoons of those who want to stay in the mountain and live the way of the raccoon and protect their homeland from destruction, and the raccoons who are kind of sick of all the deforestation and just find it way easier to transform into humans and live among them. Crazy that for a film that came out that long ago, the basic narrative and the basic message behind the narrative is still very much relevant to this day, and Takahata Isao's way of looking at this kind of very non-humanistic type of way of living from these creatures who are clearly far from human, almost far from animal. It's just a really invigorating and enthralling story that I think doesn't matter how much you're into Japanese mythical lore and stuff like that, if you just like your strange and weird, almost creepy at times Ghibli, then Heisei Tanuki Ponpoko I think is one that you should all definitely check out. 嘘でしょ? 嘘でしょ? Oh my fucking god. I think I just screwed up this whole thing. You see those two like top parts sticking out up there? It seems like mine is in fact the other way around. This long side should be on this side, not this side. Oh my god! I cannot believe that I fucked it up from step one. Step one! I couldn't even try to fuck it up from step one. I'm actually so angry at myself. I think I'm gonna have to take this apart. We're not even halfway through. I might as well just start this over. I'll see you guys in a bit. Trust me guys, that was easily the most painful thing I've ever had to do on camera. Now that we are back at literally step one, let's not fuck this up. Why do I do this to myself? I wonder that every day of my life. I'm just like, Joey, you could very easily just do some reaction videos. That would save so much time, my dude. You have no idea. You could have made like a whole bunch of chapter reviews. Why do you do this to yourself, my guy? Oh, guys, you won't believe it. I had the strangest fever dream that I fucked up step one or something. It was hell. We're back where we were supposed to be. Yay! Oh my god, that was the absolute worst, most tedious fucking step that I've had the absolute displeasure of going through. No. Don't do this to me again. Oh, alright. We're getting there. Look at that. All of the left side there is basically finished. You got the windmill, you got the little hut here, little house up here. Oh my god, the stress. It's building up. Okay, I had to move to the living room because I need back support, man. My back was just dying in there. Also, I needed an energy drink. Not sponsored. Alright, let's do this. You know what's one weird thing I've noticed with making this? I should be getting more and more frustrated because, I mean, look at all these tiny parts. Like, that's just aggravating at the least. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm starting to realize it's kind of therapeutic. And I have no idea why I would even start to think that. But since we've moved to a new location, why not talk about another Ghibli film that I would really like to recommend? And I'm pretty sure I recommended this back in a video, but as you guys know, there have been predominantly 3 directors in Ghibli. Hayao Miyazaki, Takahata Isao, and one more, Yonebayashi. Now, Yonebayashi is definitely more of the newer directors that are coming into Ghibli. He's done 3 or 4 films, I believe, and definitely late era Ghibli stuff. But one of my favorite films from his, and one of the few Ghibli movies that actually made me cry, is When Marnie Was There. It's not an original Ghibli movie, weirdly enough. It's actually an adaptation of a Western book from, I believe, the 40s or the 50s, something like that. But the way that Yonebayashi managed to incorporate this story, this very non-Ghibli story, into a completely beautiful and aesthetic Ghibli style is something that I think is definitely worth mentioning and commemorating. And it definitely does have a lot more adult-ish themes. I don't think this is a Ghibli movie specifically targeted towards young children like Totoro or Ponyo was back in the day. But if you are an adult and you like something a little bit different from the Ghibli franchise, and definitely the best example of a Yonebayashi work, I definitely would recommend When Marnie Was There. And would you believe it, kids, that we are up to step number 40. That's right, we've done 40 steps and we've managed to get up to here. I feel this side is mostly done. We got all the houses up here, all of these. We just got to fill in this empty part right here now. But guess what, kids? We're only halfway there. Oh, so I've been working on this thing now for about 8 hours. We're only got like 3 pages left, so I think we're just like filling in the sides now, but this top part is It's pretty nice. A little more to go. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. You know, when I first started to work on this thing, I was like, 5 stars, 600 pieces. I've done plenty of 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles in the past. How hard could it be? Honestly, at this point, it's like how much strength I actually have left in my fingertips. My fingertips look very red right now. And they feel red right now too. They're so painful because I'm dealing with these tiny little wooden pieces. And most of these you have to like push in pretty hard as well to like fully get a grip in so that it doesn't fall out a quarter of the way through your work. And I think that's what's the most challenging thing about this wooden puzzle. God damn it, why does Howl's Castle have so many goddamn chimneys? Oh yeah, a Ghibli review. Watch Ponyo. You're watching watchponyo.com. Top 10 Ghibli moments. Number 10. Ponyo. Number 9. Burger King Ponyo lettuce. What the? What the? I just snapped a fucking piece in half. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I can sabotage this. I can not sabotage this. Salvage this. English is hard. Oh my god. The miracle of super glue. Not all hope is lost, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost midnight. I got this shit. Do you know how proud my mum is going to be when she finds out that I made a Howl's Moving Castle out of wood? She's gonna be like, wow, Joey, I can't believe I sent you to college so that you could build toys on the internet. Hey yo fam, it's time. It's time. We're at the last step. We're at the last freaking step. I didn't think we'd get here, but we finally have. There were so many times when I just wanted to give up and regret the fact that I've been sitting here for fucking 10 hours on this shit, my dudes. It is 1 in the morning right now. But you know what? It's thanks to my love for Ghibli and the persistence to give you guys something great. I did it! Oh my god, look at this thing. I created it. I did it. Fully completed Howl's Moving Castle. Oh my god. I'm actually about to cry. Yes! Fucking did it! Well, first of all, it looks pretty much exactly the same way as Howl's Moving Castle, like from the movie. Like it's pretty insane how on detail this thing is. And I mean, the fact that there isn't a single bit of glue used to put this thing together other than, you know, the parts that I accidentally snapped off out of frustration. It's pretty insane the craftsmanship that has gone behind this, and the fact that you give a guy 10 hours or, you know, like half a day and they can make something this insane. This thing is gonna look so sick when placed next to all my other stuff, and I did it, guys. I'm genuinely proud of myself. I don't even remember what the point of this video was. But let me know what you guys think about this wooden Howl's Moving Castle. If you had the chance to make it, would you? Because I wouldn't recommend it. And yeah, please don't ever make me do this again. Even though technically nobody asked me to do this, I was dumb enough to be like, yeah, I could do something like this. Don't make me do this shit again. But yeah, let me know, I guess, in the comments below what your favorite Ghibli movie is. Is it Howl's Moving Castle? Is it some other Ghibli film? I'd like to know. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to bed because goddamn, I'm so tired and I don't get paid enough for this shit. So thanks for watching, guys, until the very end, and I'll see you in the next one. Like and favorite if you enjoy, subscribe for more banter, keep watching anime. Done it.